Hello, villager. You are listening to Brewster's Roost, and this is episode number 44. Brewster's Roost, an Animal Crossing podcast, episode number 44. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I'm going live on stream on Twitch right now. I'm going to be doing my daily walkthrough of the island. I actually didn't do anything on there today. It's 11:10 p.m. where I live, so I'm going to run through and show you my daily stuff that I do. I'm not going to spoil anything on the 2.0 update. I know it's been out for over a week now, but I'm taking it slow because with this being the last update for Animal Crossing, I'm really not jumping all into it. I'm doing my, just going at it slowly. I really haven't even done anything over on with the paid DLC. I have bought it, but I never made my way over there yet just because I'm doing too much of the stuff on my island. But I'm going to go ahead and get it started here now. So right now I'm sitting here, I'm actually drinking a cold brew. Don't tell Brewster, but this is a cold brew coffee I have tonight. Let me take a little sip of that. But I did go to the Roost the other day, and when I was leaving, Brewster called me back over. He's like, "Hey, let me talk to you for a second." And I was a little nervous. I was like, "Wait, what is going on here?" Then he called me over and gave me a DIY recipe. So that was exciting. So I'm kind of getting in with Brewster. I have to get over there. Make sure you talk to him every day. He's one of those characters that at first when you talk to him, he's not going to open up too much to you. But as you play, make sure you talk to him every day. And eventually you guys will be good pals. But I'm going to go ahead and get my day started here. I have Isabel at the desk saying, "Good evening, everyone." Right now on Holocove, it's 11:12 p.m. on Sunday, November 14th, 2021. There isn't any news to speak of today. Oh yeah, did anyone else see that movie that was on TV yesterday? It's the one they play all the time. Even though I've seen it a million times, I never see the final twist coming. So one good thing about the update is Isabel finally gives you information that's useful. Because there's so many times where you're playing and you don't know who's around on your island and it drives you nuts. But Isabel will tell you when somebody's there, which is definitely something everybody wanted. Alright, my day usually starts with my phone ringing from the Nook links because I always sell stuff overnight. I sent a bunch of garbage because it was only $700. So this is my daily spot right here where I plant my gyroid. So I gotta dig that up for the day. Let's see if I have any room. Okay. A laseroid. I'm going to leave that hole open because when I go and get my other gyroid piece for today, that's where I'm going to bury it. So if you're not aware what you do with gyroid pieces, when you go to one of Captain's islands, you go over and pick up a gyroid piece, bury it, and make sure you water it. You'll know that you did it right when you see a little puff of smoke coming out of it. That's so you know the gyroid's in the ground growing. I'm going to run into my house here real quick and drop that gyroid off in my creepy little gyroid room. And I guess since I'm recording a podcast here, I'll show you the podcast studio in game here. My house has still a lot of work I need to be done, but I'm waiting to get a lot of the parts from the DLC. Alright, so this is a creepy little room where I've just been throwing gyroids. Let me throw them on the ground here right next to the butthole carpet. They're so ridiculous. I love them. So for those of you that are new to Animal Crossing, you're probably looking at these gyroids and wondering what the heck they could possibly be. But it's just something that was... I mean, these ones are definitely more creative than any of the other gyroids that were in game before. But they're just little relics. Little things you could dig up. They do have actual meaning, but I'm not too sure what they are right now. Alright, we'll run downstairs here real quick. This is the in-game podcast studio. And for the audio listeners, sorry about this. So this is the podcast studio here. There's a lot of new items that are in the update that I want to get for the studio, so this is going to get revamped eventually. But we'll go ahead and start the day, and then for the audio listeners, it's going to be a little bit better because I'm going to talk about what I do every day Sorry, my throat is killing me today. That's where the cold brew comes in. Alright, so we're going to head back outside. I picked up this little book bag that I'm wearing yesterday, or the day before. It's a little teddy bear. It's kind of cool looking. But first thing I do when I start the day, right now my pockets are kind of full actually. Let me see if I know this recipe. Ooh, a vine bench. It's a new one. Alright, so I do have quite a few things that I dug up yesterday. Some moss balls, all this kind of stuff. So I need to clear out some of my pocket space. Oh no, Rudy. Sitting there thinking about something. But first I'm going to walk to the beach and pick up my daily DIY. Fire the cannon at the neighbors. So I've been playing every day since the game came out. I haven't missed a day yet. And the new update, it just leaves you a lot of stuff to do. And, you know, there's some things that they didn't put in the update that I really wish they would have, like obviously batch crafting, all that kind of stuff. But the update is a huge improvement. There's Cap'n just sitting there. But since I already got my daily thing, my DIY, we'll walk around here. I don't know if anyone's going to be on the island here. KK was here yesterday. I did request one of the newer songs. If you're unaware, they did add a few new songs to KK's repertoire. I know I got mail sitting there. Oh, I found this item the other day. It's actually really neat. It's a mini car. I put it right here behind Nooks, but I mean, it's basically a car that's big enough that your character could actually sit in and drive if you wanted to. It beeps when you push it. If you keep it on, the headlights turn on. It's a pretty neat little item. There are a few items that are really large in this game now, so I'm trying to get most of those. But I'm going to go into the service center here and take a peek, see if there's anything in the machine. I missed going into Timmy and Tommy's today just because I'm jumping on a little bit late. Alright, we're going to go to the Nook shopping app today and see what's in here. Garbage can. It's all stuff I have. Space KK. We'll go to the special seasonal tab. And right now you could get an item that I'm probably not even going to attempt to say what it is. But I'll give you the details on it if you look down on the bottom where it says details. It's an event item. And it says it's mainly celebrated in Japan. This holiday honors children's ages 3, 5, and 7. Long candy sticks called... I don't know how you would even say that. But they're given to the children along with the hope that they all live long lives. So I picked up a couple of those the other day. But always check your seasonal tabs. Alright, now we're going to get out of here, because there's nothing in there I want. So yeah, I honestly did not think that this stereo would stay here out in front of resident services this whole time. But this is a part of the new update here where you can click on this and you could do aerobics out here. We're going to go to Brewster's Roost real quick and talk to him, and we'll see if there's anybody in there enjoying a fresh hot cup of coffee. And actually yesterday was the first day that Brewster offered me some pigeon milk in my coffee. So obviously I obliged and took a nice big gulp of the pigeon milk coffee. Alright, heading into the Roost. Just the ambiance of the Roost Cafe here. I love it. One thing I noticed with Brewster, he does some pretty funny things with his eyebrows. Like, if you really watch him close when you talk to him, as he looks down, like his eyebrows do this little flutter. I really don't know how to describe it, but it's a fluid motion that you didn't see in the other Animal Crossing games. I loved it. We're going to sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee here. 200 bells a cup. What do you say? What do you think I say? I say it every day. I say yes. I love his method of pouring in this one. It's on like his coffee stand that looks like it's like a beaker from a chemist set. He didn't ask me if I wanted any pigeon milk in it, which I like that when they do. Oh, hold on. Cheers. It disappears in the camera there. So the other day, when he offered the pigeon milk, it was pretty cool because as soon as he poured it, then he went in and actually did an animation of pouring some pigeon milk in. And I do have the option for the to-go cups on the side here. Ooh, I got a Nook Mile. Let's see if it's for drinking a certain amount of cups of coffee or something. Oh yeah, look at that. Visit the Roost for a coffee break. I don't think I ever noticed that one before. I got 357,990 Nook Miles just sitting there, waiting to go to Cap'n. Alright, so let's get out of here. Now the thing is, you could buy I don't know, I shouldn't say you could buy as many cups of coffee as you want, but I have bought a couple in one day, and eventually he'll just say, watch it, let me see. We'll see if he offers me pigeon milk this time. Oh, there it is. You want pigeon milk in that? So if you're watching this on stream, you'll notice he does a second part of the animation where he actually swirls in some pigeon milk. Pours a cup, gets out the old pigeon milk. Man, the animation is just so fluid with Brewster in this. Let's try to notice his eyebrows here, see if he does it here. This one says it's so sweet and mild. It must be the magic of the pigeon milk that makes it so dreamy. It's true. Everybody loves a pigeon milk. Just be careful. Too much coffee can mess with you. I think I know what he means. Ooh, we got a visitor. All right, look at his eyebrows. Good evening, Dapper. It's Tommy. So look at his... Watch Brewster's eyebrows. He's pouring a little to-go cup for Tommy. Oh, this is amazing. I love it. Brewster's coffee is the best. My brother and I both love it. How old are these guys supposed to be? All right, here he goes, sliding the cup over. Oh, he kind of jumps up and takes it. All right, look at Brewster's eyebrows. They're a little more fluid than in previous games. Oh, he's watching Tommy leave. Look at him. I love it. All right, I'm up off my seat, walking around. So if you use the new camera app, you could do a couple of cool things here. Let me bring it up. So you could switch it to handheld mode. Then you could look around. You could really inspect Brewster. Watch what he's doing. Wiping that cup, making sure it's nice and polished. Then you could look at his brews that he has going on here. If you look back in the closet, you could see some of his gyroid collection. You zoom in. I love it. They did such a good job on the graphics. You see the bubbling coffees. sitting there with that cup. I love it. So glad he's in the game. All right, we're going to get out of here, though, before I lose anybody. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to go back out onto the island, and I'm going to finish the things that I usually do on my daily tour. Anybody that happens to be watching this on Twitch, I'm actually wearing my Brewster's Roost shirt today. All right, here we go. So now, a couple of things that I always do. Look for the special character, whoever's here. Isabel said there was nothing going on, but I don't know if I should believe her. Isn't there usually somebody always here? Who knows? All right, we're going to go to Harv's Island. That's usually the first place I go after visiting the Roost. I've got a lot. I don't need empty pockets for over at Harv's, but I got some mushrooms to pick for today. We already got the DIY. This is my campsite area up here. I did pick up some vines from some islands, so the vines are a nice touch to the game. They let you get up some spots without having to build ladder or carry ladders around. Now, the one thing that's weird, we're going to go into some house. Hold on. Let me see if I have wrapping paper. I do not. Alright, so I won't go into anybody's house right now because I want to give 2 gifts out today, as long as they're still awake. But we're going to go head over to Harv's Island real quick. Oh, there's Wisp up there. Alright, let me talk with Rudy, see what he needed. Toasty. Okay, so we're going to do a live greeting. Here, let's see. Alright, since we are recording an episode right now and we're on Twitch, how about our new greeting's going to be Twitchy. Let's see if you... That's perfect, Rudy. Alright. Now we're going to head to the airport. Hop on a plane and go over to Harv's Island. I think it's going to be time to start decorating the island for Christmas, too. Alright. Come over here. Talk to Orville. I did unlock all of the stations at Harv's Island, and the other day, when Red was there, both of his pieces were fake, so it's kind of a bummer. But I left them because I wasn't thinking anything of it. And then the next day I went back, they were the same pieces again. So I ended up buying a piece, and then the day after he replaced it. Otherwise, all these stuff will get replaced. I believe it's every Monday, so once a week you have. But if you want to cycle through them quicker, buy them, even if they're fake. You could just throw it away or whatever. Harriet's sitting out here. I haven't noticed if there was like a certain time when she'll do haircuts. But I have come here a couple times when she wasn't out cutting hair. And like Harv's just hanging out back here now. Alright, so let's see what Kix has today. Same stuff as the other day. Here's the book bag. Bear backpack. Alright, these two I believe are fake. But they're gonna switch tomorrow, so I'm not gonna buy them. Let's see if it's fake. I think it is. Yeah. The real one would have some trees on the right hand side there. And then the Mona Lisa, you can see from here she's got eyebrows, so we know that's fake. All right, then this is where Yeah, who the heck was there? Oh yeah, Leaf. Leaf's usually here. He's not here right now. Reese and Cyrus are right here. Now they'll customize a lot of stuff. Let's see what I had in my pockets that's customizable. Just my tools. Tortimer's usually right here, but right now he's Cornimer. An owl just flew off of his roof. Sahara's right here. See if she has anything for me to buy. If they're the same ones, yeah, these are all the same ones. So I guess I'll change once a week. Even though I bought the record rug, I bought the magic circle rug, I bought the magic circle flooring, and the concession stand wall I bought. I think I bought all of these. Alright, so we're going to bail on Sahara. And Katrina's right here. Yeah, if you're not exactly in front of her, she doesn't care for that. You could stand on the side. She'll tell you stand in the front. So we'll do the fortune here. We're going to go... You know what? Let's do the Let's Talk Friendship. I don't think I ever did that one before. She gives you two choices. Let's Talk Friendship and your fortune. Well, those two are my newer ones, Violet and Mayel. I just have them here for their photos, then they're out of here. We're going to do Beryl just because he's my boy. Now, when she says close your eyes, it's because she doesn't want us to see some of the trickery she's doing here. I'm keeping my eyes open, though. Character's eyes are closed. Look at Beryl's face. Alright, me and Beryl are held together by the strongest bonds. That's because I invited Beryl with the amiibo cards, and I've had him here ever since. Alright, so that's about all I could do on Harv's Island today. So one thing, if you're ever up in Harv's Island here, or if you don't have all these shops set up here, they're 100,000 each. But if you don't have the money, you have it in your bank, tucked away in the corner up here is an ABD machine. I have 12,177,122. I did want to buy some turnips today and go back into playing the stock market, but I didn't get on early enough. So now we're going to fly home, then clear our pockets out, so we're going to go take a cabin tour. So while we're heading back home, to people that are watching this on Twitch, I did a little video the other day of a box of something that I bought from Target. It was called, it's a planter or a pencil holder. I'll show it up to the camera here, but it's a bell bag. Ceramic. It's pretty nice, but there's no way pencils or pens could go in it. They actually are as tall as one. So that would be an idea for a Christmas gift for somebody that's into Animal Crossing that you might know. Not a sponsor, but I picked that up at Target. Alright, now we're going to empty the pockets. I did put the, you could get with your Nook Miles, there's a new storage shed and ABD that you could put on your island anywhere you want. So I threw the storage shed over here for right now, just so I could empty the pockets out. Alright. I'm going to put all my fossils in there. They're what I've been giving the villagers. Oh, you know what? I did have wrapping paper. I'm going to keep 2 of them out. Picked up some vines. Okay, I'm going to put all those away. I'm going to wrap my 2 gifts for my villagers because I found that's the easiest way to get the pictures from villagers is just wrap up a fossil that you've had assessed already and give them that. Two reasons is one, they're basically free, cheap. You can get as many of them as you want for a day. And the second reason that I like giving them to villagers is they will not put them in their house. Because a lot of times you just give them gifts just to give them, and then they put them in their house, and then you want them to get rid of them, but they won't. But they will not put any fossils in their house. So that's why I always give those. And I'll get their pictures probably in like 2 to 3 weeks if you do that long enough, and just give them that every day. That's the technique I've been going with, and I've been getting them pretty steadily. All right, so I need to go to Mael's house. I don't want to scare Wisp right now. We'll give her 2 gifts, then we're going to head over to Cap'n and go on the island tour. No, you just sat down. You can't give a gift to somebody when they're sitting down. I have this character saying farts. Alright, so now the only way I could do this, I gotta leave her house and then come back in and try to talk to her really quick before she sits back down. That's the only way you could do this. So, let's try this again. That was my fault. I was lingering around. Plus there's a small bit of lag. Nope, hurry. I missed her again. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. They get in like this loop, like where if you go in their house and they're like walking somewhere to sit down, if you leave, they'll just keep doing that loop back and forth. I'll give her a couple of seconds here. I don't really think it does anything. It's just one of those weird things where in your head you're like, all right, let me walk around, give her some time to stretch her legs a little bit. But here we go. Gotta catch her before she sits down. I'm gonna try to run right at her this time. Got her. Alright, so Violet, this is for you. Now obviously if you haven't had all your fossils donated, make sure you do that first. Alright. Now we're done there. We're going to head out of here. We'll head to Mael's house on the way, as long as she's up. Maybe she's out, I don't even know. I didn't see her. Nope, lights are on, so we're going in. Hopefully she's not sitting down. So one other thing I picked up today, not Animal Crossing related, and it's a lot smaller than what I thought, but it keeps disappearing on my screen here. But I picked, oh no, she's sick. Mael's sick. But anyway, I picked up the R2-D2 Star Wars Tamagotchi. Alright, Mael's sick. I gotta go home and get her some medicine real quick. She looks like she's gonna die. Bad news is, if I give her medicine, I don't think I could give her a present. Let me go home and grab some medicine for her quick. Poor Mael. I actually don't care for that character. I hate her hairdo. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I think I have some medicine. Oh, there it is. And I pushed the wrong button anyway. Alright. We got it. So in the new update, they also went back and fixed one of the things that was in, well, I shouldn't say fixed, but they never had it in this version of the game, where a villager can just come to your house while you're in there. And not that they're I don't know, I can't ever say that I enjoy it, because I used to like, back in the day, I think it was on Wild World. Anyway, you would make plans at a certain date and time, and if you weren't there, you missed it, then they would say, hey, where were you? You were supposed to be here, or I was supposed to come to your house. But on this one, And in other ones too, you'll be just in your house getting ready to leave, and all of a sudden you'll get a knock on the door and they're like, hey, I'm coming in. And you can walk around with them a little bit. They'll give you things. They'll play games with you, which one of the villagers was in my house the other day and they played a game that I never had before. So that was pretty fun. But, bless you. But when you're ready for them to leave, just walk out your front door. All right, she's not feeling too good here. You can repay me by getting a new hairdo. How about that? No, I don't want a gift. Oh, I guess I can't give... I'm going to try, but I don't think I can give her two things. No, because she'll just keep talking about the medicine. Alright, we'll go head to the pier and go to an island. So I've gotten a few different island types. I got a fall island. I had... what were some of the other islands I had? I had a fall, I had a moss, I had a maple leaf island, I had cherry blossom island. So I haven't gotten to a winter island yet, or one that's complete opposite like that, but it's pretty neat that they have other islands you can go to. Make sure I have my pockets clear. And then we're going to head out. And I'll just put all this stuff in there. Oh, there's the magic circle flooring I bought yesterday. Alright, time to head to the pier, go to Cap'n, and listen to him sing us a tune. As far as my vegetables, I need to set my farm up, but I just kind of planted them right now. I got sugarcane, carrots, more sugarcane, pumpkins obviously, and tomatoes. So those are all the things that I got. Now, one of the cool things when you're on the boat, I'll show you once we get on the water here. As long as you don't push B. If you spam the B button, the song will be over and you'll just end up on the island right away. But look, push 3 buttons. You got claps. That's A. Then if you push X, you laugh. And if you push Y, you do the old... So I always do that one though, right as I'm ready to like leave the screen, because it makes it look like I see like some dreaded area ahead that we're going into. Alright, here we go. Finish up the song. Like I said, as long as you don't push B. If you keep pushing the B button, he'll say, okay, time to go, and he'll just send you right there. Alright, we gotta clap for him. And then always, right before I head off the screen, I make this face so it looks like we're in trouble. I don't know why I find that hilarious. Alright, so let's see what kind of island we got today. It's like a regular old island. Alright, let's walk around, grab our DIY. Let's see if it's anything good. Gold bars. I already knew that one. I wonder if it had to have been that one. No, maybe it was this one. Project table. This could have been the one from mine. I don't know. Alright, just looking around here, seeing if there's anything of interest. Sometimes you really get a dud island. Gotta get my gyroid piece. We got money trees, that's about it. I think I'm gonna shake them. Because I got enough money trees on my island the way it is. But might as well take the money here. Let me pick up around the rocks, and I guess I can clank some rocks around here. See if I can get some gold nuggets. Nope, some iron. Just grab some iron. Some new bushes, but not interested in digging them up. I got a bunch already. Alright, put the shovel away. Shake your tree. Then, going to these islands has forced me to have to carry a ladder around with me, which I always hated doing, but if I don't, there's no getting up here. That gyroid piece is somewhere. There it is. So, shake our money tree, grab our gyroid. See if there's anything else. Gyroid fragment is, it's new to this game. That was nothing that was ever in previous games. So it is definitely a new thing. But the gyroid fragments are pretty cool too. If you don't really want to, like maybe once you collect all the gyroids, you could just put the fragments out and put them on display. It looks pretty neat. Alright, we're going to get our ladder. Go to this tier. See if there was anything we're missing and head out of here. Because this island to me was a bust. Nothing too interesting here. Shake our money tree here. Try for this rock. Maybe we'll get some gold. Try this technique. Alright, here we go. I don't know, I always find it tough to get 8 things out of a rock. Can be done though, you do get a nook mile for doing that, but for some reason I always struggle with that. Alright, looks like we got everything I wanted to out of here. One more money tree, I guess I can get that. Then it's gonna bother me, I guess, if I don't hit this rock. There's gotta be a piece of gold on here somewhere. Nope. Alright. So like I said, I haven't really done anything with the paid DLC. I do have it, but I'm going as slow as I possibly can with this, just because of what I heard about not being any more updates after this one. I really don't want to burn through it as fast as I did, just the original game. Although I know there is a lot of cool stuff that you can unlock by doing that, so I'll dip into there pretty soon. Okay, we're gonna take our ride back home with Cap'n. You get a different angle, so if you do your claps. Some of these songs are pretty good. Might as well. He asked if I dug up anything good today. Alright, you know what that means. We'll laugh for a song, and then right before we hit off the screen, give it the old surprise though. Heading into dangerous waters. All right. Now we're going to plant the gyroid piece. And water it. You're going to make sure you water it. And again, the way you know it's watered and buried and ready to go is you get the little puff of smoke that comes out. It takes a little bit to come out. Pick up your mushrooms every day if you see mushrooms. And don't forget the rare mushrooms are buried in the ground. Alright. You know, before I do bury this one, you just drop it. Looks like little pieces, like a broken gyroid. Oh, I need my shovel. In hand. Alright, here we go. So we'll bury the gyroid piece. Then we're going to water it. You'll see the little puff. It'll just come right out of the center there. Takes a couple of seconds. There it is. Puff of smoke, you know you're good to go. Let me show you one cool thing about the gyroids. Is each gyroid basically comes with its own little wooden shelf or a shelf type thing that you could display it in your house. We'll go into my creepy gyroid room real quick. I'll just grab this guy. So, if you grab the laseroid, you can hang them on a wall. Comes with a little shelf. Which actually, that reminds me, I wanted to try put a couple of them on a shelf and then go into the decorating aspect of the room and see how many of them you could actually move around, if that makes sense. Yeah, you could fill a room pretty good with gyroids then. Because you could just line them all up on the walls. That's pretty neat. Alright, so this room could get completely filled with gyroids. I like that. I didn't think about doing that before, but that's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to head outside here, and while this screen's loading up, I wanted to take a second and thank somebody on this little coffee break we're going to take here. Somebody did leave a review over on iTunes. So I just wanted to say thank you to, I believe DECAM is probably just Deckham, the Dexcom user, and they left a 5-star review. And then they said, this podcast is amazing. I love everything about it. And I've only been listening for 2 days now, and I'm already set. So I want to thank you for leaving that review over on iTunes. It means a lot to me. And if anyone else is listening to this on iTunes and you haven't left a rating or a review, if you wouldn't mind doing that, please do that, because it'll help anybody else that has interests in Animal Crossing or something like that. It'll at least bring it to their forefront so they can see it. But I think I'm going to scare Wisp right now, and then we're going to bring this to an end, even though Wisp is older, has nothing to do with the 2.0 update. But we're still going to do it here. Actually, I think Wisp disappears at midnight. I could be wrong. And it is almost midnight. So we're going to go grab Wisp's pieces. And like I said, this is the first time I'm kind of doing like a walkthrough type of a recording for a podcast. So I know it's probably not going to play too well on the audio side of the podcast. But I wanted to just try something a little bit different. So we got 5 pieces of Wisp to look for. There's one down there. Might as well just use the vines and grab it. And if anyone is listening to this audio only and you do see it get posted online that I'm over on Twitch, you could go over to twitch.tv/BrewstersRoost if you want to watch me play live. You could interact with me there. You could leave some comments or chat in there, and I'll discuss stuff with you about the show or about the game, whatever you want. But we got 2 of 5. Let's see. I'll go over to my campsite area. I did pick up a dormant volcano the other day as well, from a Nook shopping item. It was pretty neat. I put that out, I think up by the water. It's one of those pieces that's pretty big, but you can have it erupt. It was neat. That car. There's quite a few big items that I enjoy. I didn't even spoil it for myself, so I didn't even look and see what a lot of the items were. The only thing I did look up were the KK songs, just because I didn't want to get any repeats. Just because I already had all the old ones, I wanted to get all of his new songs. That is Wisp piece number 3, I believe. Yep. So we got 2 more for Wisp. Then we'll return the pieces. Kind of hoping that he won't stop at midnight. I got my real life cat here, just jumped up on the chair by me. Oh, look at that. Both of them are right here. 1 more to go. Got it. Now we gotta go find Wisp. Alright. Yeah, hi. There you were right here. Where'd you go? Oh, now you're down there. Alright, Wisp. Here you go. No matter what, I always just tell Wisp I want something new. Always go with the something new option. Even though he says, you have a lot of stuff. Alright, and that's that. So, I'm trying to think if there was anything I wanted to talk about here for on the podcast and with the update. I'm really enjoying it. Looks like it brought the Animal Crossing community back to life here, at least for a little while. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to end this without going back here to the Brewster's Roost Cafe and grabbing a coffee. My cat Garfield here, purring up a storm. Alright, we're going to head up to the Roost. I did get happening. I think it was 3, and then I had 1 on order that didn't come in yet. I got 3 packs of Series 5 Animal Crossing cards. I didn't open them yet. So I might actually do that on stream. That isn't good for the audio podcast, so I might just do that on stream. Do I go with another cup? You know it. 3 cups of coffee. And I'm getting some pigeon milk. I don't want to offend him. I don't want to say, ew, no, because I don't mind the pigeon milk. For anybody that happens to catch this on stream, let me get a little closer here on the hat that I'm wearing. I don't know if you noticed this. Got my Nook's Cranny hat on. That's the thing with Brewster. He likes his coffee super hot and super pigeon milky. Ooh, listen to that. I was never in here at the hour change. He has a cuckoo clock that's chiming right now. That's midnight. Made it to midnight, hanging out in the cafe. I'd say I'm closing the place down, but it's open 24 hours. Poor old Brewster doesn't get to sleep. Now, he will, every once in a while I'll join you for aerobics if you do the aerobics outside of the resident services. But that's going to conclude this episode of Brewster's Roost, an Animal Crossing podcast. I think I'm going to end this stream. I might jump on and just do a video stream opening up a pack of cards. I'm not too sure. Music change outside, midnight. Yep. So I think we're going to end it here. We're almost at about an hour. And we're about 51 minutes or so. So I'm going to call it quits here before I fall asleep. I've been going since early this morning. I have to get to work in about 5 hours, so that's fun. But for this episode of Brewster's Roost, an Animal Crossing podcast, I thank you for watching/listening, and we'll be back on the audio feed with a normal type episode shortly. I plan on doing some stuff for the Animal Crossing Advent calendar. I'm trying to get that together for this year. So yeah, I'm going to get all that stuff set up, and make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. Both of those are at Brewster's Roost. You can email the show, brewstersroost@gmail.com, and make sure you're subscribed. Give me a rating or a review on iTunes and anywhere else you listen. So for this episode of Brewster's Roost, let me take one more sip. Actually, it's probably all gone. A little bit left, but don't let that coffee cool too much. Thanks for watching/listening.